Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today I'm going to primarily be discussing the mechanics and the rules behind Piggy Plinko. Now you guys know my opinion on whether or not this is the right time to release Piggy Plinko, but to be fair, the last video that I did, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know about, I haven't really discussed the mechanics in detail and I haven't really told you guys my honest opinion about that. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be giving you my honest thoughts behind Piggy Plinko. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. So let's get started in today's video. Alright guys, so today's primary focus is going to be this article that Forex mentioned on Telegram today. It's called Piggy Plinko, Can Online Gaming Be Fair? So this article is from a buddy of mine on Twitter. His name is Block Stocks, so you guys can check out all his stuff. He has a bunch of articles and they're all super bullish about drip, Animal Farm, investing, trading. So he just has a bunch of articles about a bunch of super cool things. So when I saw this article today, I thought, you know what, this is actually a very good opportunity for me to review Piggy Plinko. I'll read the mechanics of Piggy Plinko and how it's utilizing Chainlink's capabilities to make sure that it's completely random and fair. And I'll give you my honest opinion because, you know what? Despite me not believing this is the right time to launch this product because there's a more pressing issue at hand, I feel like it's still going to be beneficial to me because I do have some pigs and I do have some dogs on the animal farm staked, as well as some blue chips as well. Let's take a look at this briefly. I'm not going to go into this very detailed article. You guys can check it out. It's going to be in the link. It's going to be the first link in the comment section, as well as in the YouTube video description below. If you guys have any questions on what I'm going to be explaining today, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section below as well. Right, so Piggy Plinko is essentially a game that's inspired by the Animal Farm. It's going to be using the Chainlink VRF technology to prove fairness and give players an edge over traditional online gaming sites. So basically, usually these gaming sites have an edge that's given to the host website or the host casino or whatever it is, but this is using Chainlink's VRF technology, which essentially makes sure that every single play, every single pig falling, every single dog falling is in a random sequence to make sure that it's completely biased and there's no edge to the house, there's no edge to the players. You can either win or lose depending on what kind of money you put into this wager, for example. Okay, so we're going to go into this a bit deeper. He explains what he's going to be discussing, but okay, let's start with this. So the overview is Piggy Plinko is a decentralized, immutable on-chain crypto game where users drop pucks into the Animal Farm pegboard. The payout is determined after the pucks fall through the pegboard and lands in a bucket where each bucket is assigned a multiplier. So we're gonna go over a teaser of how it looks, and you guys can tell me if you like that teaser as well. I feel like it's pretty cool to be fair, you know. How it works: utilizing a robust and reliable Chainlink VRF, so it's verifiably random function, which makes sure that it's randomized, makes Piggy Plinko a verifiably random game. This provides players with provable fair outcomes which are impossible to corrupt. So Chainlink is one of the most used technologies in games and online metaverse projects. Essentially, it makes sure that everything is random and fair and there's no cheating it, basically. You know what I mean? So how to play. Players can place bets in Piggy Plinko with 4 different tokens: AFD, AFP, BUSD, BNB, and see the prizes paid out and the tokens they wagered. So the first thing that I thought of when I saw this is that drip is not one of those tokens that's utilized here. You know, I would have thought that drip would have at least been used here because it's an associated product with drip, with the Animal Farm. But I believe what has happened here is that Forex does not want to associate it that much to the drip ecosystem because he keeps saying that drip is gate kept. And he wants to disassociate drip and the Animal Farm to ensure that the Animal Farm is not gate kept in order to probably grab a new target audience that audience is going to eventually learn about drip and then get into drip that way. I don't know how beneficial that's going to be, but it might work out in our favor. Let's keep going. So Plinko is an age-old game that has been adapted for modern times in the form of decentralized finance. Players drop pucks on the pegboard, and it determines their prize at the end. Okay, so the verifiably random function is a cryptographic function that produces a unique and verifiable randomness output. The protocol works by generating a cryptographically secure, unpredictable outcome, which can be used to create randomness in a way that is provably fair and statistically unpredictable. This means no single participant in a Plinko game can predict the outcome of their pucks dropping, making it impossible for anyone to rig the game in their favor. So what he's saying here is that this verifiably random function makes it so that there's like kind of like an encryption or a code that's associated with each specific wager that makes sure that it's completely random and there's no way to predict it. And by not being able to predict it, nobody is able to rig it, which means that there's not going to be an edge to the house and it's not going to be an edge for the players. So really, it's you and your luck. If you're lucky, you're going to win. If you're not lucky, you're not going to win. You could do it 10 times. Every single time is going to be completely different, okay? It consists with an input and an output. So the input component takes the Plinko's player's specific values for risk and wager during gameplay, and then generates a unique cryptographic key pair that acts as a VRF seed phrase. So essentially, you can select your risk and the size of the Plinko. There's 16 rows over here. And the higher the risk, the more of a chance you have to win, but also the more money you could win, but also the higher the risk. So the wager is players set their wager size of the bet and multiple bets, the number of pucks to be dropped into the board. So basically each pig is a bet. To determine the total wager, the total amount bet. Okay, so the wager could be in any of those forms. You could determine how you want to play, and the bet total here, it's basically allows you to know how many of these pigs and how many of those dogs, eventually we're going to look at that as well, is going to be falling in that pegboard. So this happens in just seconds according to Forex, and this makes sure that if there's 50 people playing at the same time, every single one of those outcomes is going to be different depending on how many wagers you place, depending on how many lots you place, and then it's just going to be different every single time due to the verifiable function from Chainlink. Okay. Once generated, this VRF output can never be duplicated and predicted due to its random nature, allowing Piggy Plinko games to trust every Plinko drop is unbiased and secure from manipulation. So that's something super bullish, I guess, because, one thing you have to give it to Forex is that every single product that he puts forth, he has to make sure that it's completely safe. And this is what he's trying to do. This is completely safe. It's very thought out. And the output is probably, the outcome is probably going to be super good. It just depends on how many people are actually going to be able to wager here, because there's a lot of risk involved. So what is the Kelly criterion? The bankroll. Each playable token has its own bankroll, which is basically like a whole pool, basically, allowing for unique game mechanics, prize payout, and token distribution to best support the player and ecosystem. The bankroll is a collection of tokens, basically. So BUSD earned by house is pooled and directly utilized to support the ecosystem, same as BNB as well. Every time there's the house that wins, they get that BUSD or BNB and they reuse it to support the ecosystem or pay dev fees or maintenance fees or whatever that is. I would love to know what exactly support the ecosystem means, because I'm guessing he mentioned it on the AMA. I have to listen to it again. But support the ecosystem, that should be something very important for a lot of the people that are playing the game should know about. AFP earned by house is permanently locked in the pigpen to earn BUSD, which is then used to support the ecosystem. AFD is in the dog pound to earn BNB, which is then used to support the ecosystem. So basically, he's going to take AFP and AFD, lock it, and that's going to lock it in the protocol lowering the amount in circulation, and I think that's going to help increase the price of pigs and dogs in the long run. So that's pretty good. And then the BNB BUSD is also going to be added to the other BUSD BNB, and that's going to all be supporting the ecosystem. I just want to know at the end of the day, I'm going to have to look into this, what support the ecosystem means. So the max bet is based on the Kelly calculator, which is basically making it super random. Bankroll contracts are designed to support any token. The Kelly criterion helps investors maximize the growth of their capital over time, developed by John L. Kelly. It's a mathematical formula that determines how much to invest in an asset for best results. So basically, this helps the player determine how to best get a result. So that's pretty good. So it tells you exactly what is the return based on the risk that you're taking, whether you're conservative, aggressive, insane, or suicidal. The strategy for Plinko largely depends on how much risk you're willing to take. So this is very important, guys. You have to listen carefully. When playing the digital version of Plinko, players should adjust their strategy depending on the bonus opportunities offered by certain pegs or regions on the board. This could mean taking more risks in order to potentially gain larger rewards. So basically, that's what I said earlier. The higher the risk, the more your reward is going to be. The lower your risk, the less your reward is going to be. So the bigger the Plinko board is, the more rewards you might be able to get, because the pigs and dogs are going to be, dropped variably all over the board. Now, this is the fun part for me, because dog mode is what has me a little bit worried. So, dogs pay better, which is super good. Players placing bets with BNB or BUSD earn a 10% payout increase if they choose to have their prizes paid out in AFD. The prizes they would receive are used to purchase AFD, substantially increasing buy pressure. Okay, so essentially, you would place your bets in BUSD or BNB. You would get some AFD if you want to play in dog mode. All right. Now, this is very important for you guys to understand. Now, you're going to be receiving dogs, right? So this is important for people that are currently invested in the Animal Farm, that know the mechanics, and for those that don't even know what the mechanics are and they're just getting into the platform on day one of Plinko, right? If you're receiving your rewards in AFD, you have to know that there's a 90% tax, okay? So what's going to happen here is, I'm pretty sure a big majority of the investors that are coming into the platform playing Plinko in dog mode are going to be happy to receive rewards that are 10% extra, 10% more rewards in dogs. However, if you sell them right away, you're going to be taxed 90% right away. So that's very dangerous. Everybody should know about this. And I don't know if it's going to be clearly displayed. Now, this article shows that it's a 90% tax. Those taxes are going to be used to buy more dogs in the platform. It's going to be bullish for the ecosystem, but for investors, this is something that you guys need to know about, because if you don't stake your dogs right away to earn BNB and then sell that BNB, you're going to be taxed 90%. So that's something you have to keep an eye on. The Plinko game platform will use new feature called dog mode, and it could be the best way to invest in uniqueness of the platform. Basically, you get a 10% bonus on the wager. This is a great incentive for investors to look into extra boost on their investment. Dogs have an initial 90% sell tax, which discourages immediate selling and encourages staking instead. Staking dogs token on the Animal Farm earns BNB or pigs if you stake it in the auto compounding pool. In return, the pigs token can then be staked in the pig pen to earn BUSD. Okay, and that's why we love the Animal Farm, because it earns you BUSD, BNB passively. If the rewards were higher, it would be, of course, much better. But for what we are in right now, a bear market, and we're deflationary right now, I mean, the rewards are not that high, but I mean, there's still BNB and BUSD rewards. When dogs tokens are sold, the sell tax is used to buy more dogs, creating buy pressure as well as providing funding for various functions within the platform. Now, the only thing that is that investors have to keep in mind as well is that the liquidity for dogs is very large. So the buy pressure is there. It's not substantial. So we are going to be seeing a boost in price, I'm pretty sure, on day one, especially for those that want to be playing this game. However, it's not going to be super quick because the liquidity is super large, which means that the boost in price is going to be a bit slower. You guys let me know what you think. I feel like the mechanics are pretty cool. It's pretty retro. It's pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think. Imagine getting all these dogs in the 51x, 8x, 51x, 8x, 2x. Essentially, the wider the board, the bigger the x's. The bigger the x's, the more your reward are going to be at the end of the day. All right, so you guys let me know what you guys think about that. Now, there's also the Kelly criteria, which makes sure that the formula gives you the maximum reward for the wager that you place. Sustainability. You're also going to be able to place stop losses and stop gains. I don't know exactly how that's going to be working out, but essentially, Piggy Plinko will end when a stop gain or a stop loss has been reached. Players pay only for the games that have been played up to and including the game to which the stop was triggered. So this is something that I have to really experience myself on day one. I don't know exactly how this works out, but I believe it's a bit similar to like stop losses and stop gains in regular trading, you know? Overall, Plinko strategies involve making informed bets based on risk tolerance and wager size and using tools like Chainlink VRF to increase your chances of success. So yeah, so that's really it, guys. Let me know what you think. I believe that Piggy Plinko is going to have a positive effect on the animal farm. I don't think we're going to see any effect on drip. Maybe in the long run, when people start getting back into metaverse and gaming and that kind of stuff, is probably going to help expose the ecosystem to some new investors. I don't know how many people are going to be investing in drip after they see the chart and whatnot, but we need specific drip marketing to have that kind of action going on over there. Overall, we're going to be seeing some positive action towards pig and dog, but if it's going to be immediate or long term, I'm not sure. But I think eventually, in the long run, we're going to see some type of effect, And overall, the game looks good, so that's pretty bullish. And the fact that it's very random makes it very fair for everybody investing. So there's not a lot of chances that it could get rigged. Chainlink won't put their name behind such a product if there's any chances for that getting rigged, and I don't think Forex will ever put his name around a product that could ever be rigged like that. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching today's video. As I told you guys in the beginning, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.